ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you wake up in the morning and you feel like an Irelking game, you know? You just feel like watching an Irelking game. So I got an Irelking game. This guy is the freakiest Irelia on the planet. He's so insanely fast with his combos. So just going to figure out what he's doing here. He managed to get tagged by that Xerath Q about 5 seconds into the laning phase. Not exactly what you want to be seeing. I'm going to turn the game sounds down just a tiny little bit here. Stacking up those Q passive stacks. And obviously, it's in the mid lane. We're playing on the Chinese super server. As you can see, down in the bottom left, they have that Wii game voice chat, which they have over in China, which is so nice. It means they can voice chat with their teammates every single game, which is lovely. Should be a fairly passive lane until we get level 2. We actually are predicted by the Xerath there. He's turned on xerathbot.cn. But we actually level 2 time him. This is a very big mistake from the Xerath out of absolutely nowhere. Already screwing up in the lane, going to lose about 70% of his HP. And Irelking just going to back off, say, hello, that's a good trade for me. Enjoy sitting back near your tower. This way he's going to slow push towards the Xerath. He's not playing Ignite Irelking, but I think the dive setup is still very, very strong as we see the Q does not quite execute that minion. If it did, that Xerath would have been giving over a very fast first blood. Here in this high elo, I think it's Challenger, this lobby. Back to CSing here. Look at that level 3 timer. It's going to be on the next minion, I do believe. Oh no, he must have missed some XP. It's going to be on this minion here. Has the E available, can flash, try for maybe some type of flash combo. I don't think the Xerath's going to live very long. Very precarious position for the Xerath player here. Does he actually skip a little bit as rank 1 CN is, you know, he likes to do that. Still have an E available, still have flash available. I think the Xerath is in one-shot range. You see this wave slow pushing towards us. Xerath did just waste E. Use the passive to get the mana back there. As we go in, land a Q on top of him. The E lands. We start the Q to finish him. We don't finish him with it. We're actually going to die first. And that's a rare mistake for Irelking. Thought he had the damage, but he just didn't. Xerath gets the shove off. Look at this new TP. Oh, but look what we are TPing. Look at the minimap right there. You can see on the bottom right where Irelking TPing behind the Xerath who does not have flash, and he's going to go down here in a second. E first. A little bit of a mechanical mishap. But ends up getting the kill anyway. If we recap the game set here, 1-3 in the top right, 26 CS at 4 minutes. Not ideal. I really want to be farming a little bit better than that. Going to be looking at 30 CS at 5 minutes. Obviously, dying first blood was really rough. Almost an Ignite diff, honestly. If you have the Ignite, the Xerath's going to go down. Then we get the Triumph Rock, as you see. That's what I'm talking about there. Look at that wave clip from Irelking. That is ridiculous. That's ridiculous. He's so quick with it. Now we have the ultimate available. Looks like there's going to be a bit of a skirmish over the Grubs here. Nidalee going to be the first in a bit of trouble there. The Wukong uses the Cyclone, gets eaten into wall by Vayne. Talia forced to flash away, but now Irelking, he wants a Xerath. Uses the ult, gets on top of him, going to hold his Q. Xerath wastes his E. And we still have E here. Landed on the Nidalee, can't get the 4 stacks yet. Are we going to go wild in this team fight here? Going to Q the Nidalee to get the reset there. We don't do it in time, and now we don't have the Q reset, but we do manage to take out the Xerath, trying to min-max how long we can hold this Q on for. But the Nidalee's going to get away because of it. Again, another little mistake here. Irelking not looking as clean as I used to remember. I was here for some ridiculous gameplay, some insane one-tapping. But Irelking, he's made a couple mistakes. He's there, 3-2 in the game. On a scaling champion. In a fairly good position in this matchup. Particularly given that it's ridiculously hard. It's actually Vayne top versus Wukong top. So, I have a vendetta against Irelking. Now I hope he loses. Our flash we have. Can R-flash if we want to. We just Q the gap close here. And now I think Xerath is completely cooked. No mana in the pocket here. Cannot E if he wanted to. Flashes over the wall, but Irelking can follow with his flash. Has to dodge the Nidalee Spear and manages to. Also landed his ult on top of the Nidalee. He's going to win this 1v2 as the Conqueror stacks up. Nidalee trying to run away, running for her life like the little cat she is. But she's going to get cleaved down on the tower. Irelking gets 2 kills in the mid lane right there. Pops a Teemo emote. 89 CS at 11. Now we're looking a little bit more like the Irelking that I expected. I'm trying to say Irelking 10 times quickly is not a challenge that I would task anyone with. Was Irelia a Q mana cost only 15? I saw it was 25. Now we have the Bork though. Take a look at the items here, and we're going to come out of spawn. We are on Menace, land the 2-man E. And we're so patient with it, so patient with it. Take out the Xerath, 5 seconds on our Q to gap close on the Karma there. Grubs are going to go down as we see Wukong teleported in. Probably has the Cyclone available, but he's choosing to hold on to it for now. Not going to engage. Taking the blast gun out, but Vayne is on the way. We Q to him, but he hits the blast gun just in time. Bonks us back to where we came from. But Lulu's on his trail. W spotted by the tower, takes a tower shot. Are we going to keep hunting this down? Pings off. Irelking. Just going to shove the wave in as Karma hovers the Wukong, make sure he's safe. And with this Bork, look at this wave clear now. Just Qs down the minions, one-shots them all. That's what you like to see, man. Irelia wave clear is some of my favorite in the game there. As Wukong gets a little bit aggressive. We don't land the E though, so we can't full punish him. As Talia does land her own W. Pings off to Irelking. Lesser player than himself. Would have gone for that finish. Let's take a tower shot. A little bit slow on the Qs there as we see this is going to be a skirmish. We only have ult in 12 seconds here as Jinx has already gotten excited. She's looking fired up. Look at her. She wants these kills, man. We do land the E though. One stack on the passive W, the Xerath Q. We're taking a lot of damage here, but we did mitigate most of it because of our W damage mitigation. Well timed there from Irelking. Gets himself out of a fairly sticky situation. You see the Merc Tread's already getting a lot of value though. That tenacity coming in clutch. Oh, Xerath. Oh, Xerath. You're in a bit of trouble here as we see the E. Flies out and he lands it just like that. Irelking looks clean with the mechanics. Sidesteps the Xerath Q and this guy knows he is cooked and cleaned. Bye-bye, Xerath. 6-1 now. 108 CS at 13 minutes. Dragon has just spawned. We're going to go clear a control ward. We still have R available for this fight, though. And that's the thing you got to watch out for. 11-8 in the kills. This game's turned around. It's Karma. Mantra Qs us. We're just going to walk it off. Does anyone actually like Karma support? Is that a thing that anyone likes? Like, I can understand playing it, but I feel like playing it is like, you just wish you were playing anything else. Like, why would you play Karma support when you can play Pyke or Rakan if you see Irelking trying to run it down as a Magic Key lands yet again. Such a miserable champion. Please kill it. Fuck that thing. Kill it. Oh, Irelking! We have no mana, bro. Looking like freak in the bot lane. There's a Cyclone. Used to run away there. A little bit of a disengage. Irelking does have enough mana to keep this fight going. Keeps the stacks up. Conqueror and passive. But he's getting poked out by the Xerath. The Dragon might finish him off if he's not careful. He might have to W the next Dragon shot. As his team is just griefing it on the top side of the map there. Jinx gets excited, takes out 2. And that's bad news. We overstay our tempo a little bit. And we're going to get rewarded for it. Xerath gets one tap, taken down immediately. Irelking understands the mentality of this Xerath player. Knows that he's going to try and push this wave in. He can't possibly still be here is what the Xerath's thinking. But guess what? This guy's a different breed. He's 8-1 in the Challenger lobby. Chinese super server. Playing one of the most mechanically intensive characters in the game. And I think one of the things you can take away if you play Irelia in your own games, look how patient he is with the Q usage. The way this guy uses his Qs is something you can copy. You see the TP coming through from Wukong. 2,900 gold. But I think the big difference between like a newbie Irelia player, someone who's okay at it, is we actually, never mind. We're going to engage again. We're going to engage again. But it's all in that E patience and that Q patience, is what I was trying to say. The more patient you can be with the Q, the more value you get out of it as both a dodging tool, as a re-engage tool, as well as a damage tool. And the more patient you can be with your E as just a threat. You're not sending it in when you don't need to. More value you get. Wukong on the bot side. He's very tanky, that monkey. Although with Wits End Bork, we should cleave through his HP bar, as you see. That Talia ult going to force him into the corner. Wukong can W over the wall, though. Oh, we land our E on the W, Wukong. Invisibility isn't going to stop you from Irelking's dart monkey senses. I was trying to think of what the camera detecting monkey from BTD6 is called. I know it's a dart monkey, but I can't. I was like, it's like 0-2. Ah, fuck it, whatever, guys. I played a lot of BTD6 the other day. It was too much. Ah, flash! Irelking goes in, lands it on the Jinx there, has the E as well, but misses the follow-up Q. But he's just gonna take it down with the auto attacks because you know when all else fails, you just auto attack them on Irelia. It's actually how the champ works. Finish her off with the Q and the off flash caught me off guard. Imagine if you landed a Z on that Jinx, could have been a lot cleaner that combo. Could have been a lot quicker. Sip my coffee. It seems to have a break in the game here. As Herald's gonna be taking out bot tower. At the same time as Talia's taking out Drake, as Wukong gets a little bit aggressive, oversteps a bit as the Zhonya's. What? What did I just look at? So she didn't have Zhonya's thing. When you hop in the Herald, it gives you the same animation as Zhonya's. We Q back on top of the Wukong there as our team backed us up. And now Xerath forced to flash away from the Talia flick, but it's Karma in our sights and she goes down. We can also Q on top of the Xerath. It didn't take us behind him because he was inside of a wall, but get the kill anyway. We're in need of assistance. We Q the minion because Lulu pulls it so we can get to safety, and that's S-tier support behavior right there. Pet that E-kitten right now. I thought we got hit by the spear. That was my visceral reaction to that. 20 minutes in the game, 180 CS, 12 kills. And Irelking showing us why the throne is his. Uh-oh. Oh, we have Sunlit Sky now. Oh, you are dead as fuck. You are dead as fuck. See you later. Down she goes. Red buff is next. And we're just going to run in 1v4 because we're so strong. We're just so strong. Unfortunately, they zone us off a little bit, but our team's taken down Atacon, which is probably my least favorite objective to say. I thought it was cool when I looked at it, but I think that like the word Atacon is not like a particularly nice sounding word. It's the voracious iteration of Atacon. Little thing they introduced in Season 15, and this is the busted one in Pro Play, but it's usually not as good in solo queue, just because teams aren't coordinated enough to best make use of the Guardian Angel. Of course, this is the one that, as we see, Wukong engages on top of the Talia there, uses the Cyclone, has the W still. He's trying to re-engage this, but I think he's going a little bit too hard for someone who would just respawn if he were to kill her, so the Sunnet's guy's doing so much work. We can just walk into shit. Look at Irelia, bro. Look at this champion. One tapped, go next. When you're fed on this character, it really just does look insane. See the Vayne. Wants the Karma. Irelking also wants her. We'll see if he's going to get good use out of this voracious Atacon buff. A lot of the time, it does only last 1 minute 30 seconds, right? Or is it longer than that? I can't remember. It's either 1 minute 30 seconds or 2 minutes. Or 300 seconds. I have that number floating around. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. We don't care. We don't care. I feel like 300 seconds is a long time for that buff to last. Ooh, Xerath might be in a little bit of trouble here. We're going to queue down the wave. We do have our E still, but we don't use it properly. And when all else fails, resort to Old Faithful, which is just right-clicking the guy until he dies. Well played, Irelking. Round of applause to the Irelia GOAT, as Jinx might get a little bit too aggressive here. We still do have the Dance of Blades, whatever our ult is called. I know our E is called Flawless Duet. I know our Q is called Blade Dance. So our ult's probably not called Dance of Blades. Wood gets pinged here as the nude. It's not, never mind. Still kind of off. Flash up in 60 seconds. I think we're going to go insane in a fight. I'd like to see one fight where Irelking just lands that flash on 4, then Q, 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 E, Q, 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 Q. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm looking forward to here. I want to see that the insane mechanics that we know this guy's capable of. Vayne, using that ult. Create a little bit of space there, as the E is very fast, but it's not going to hit anything. But fuck hitting people with E. We're just going to dash on them and one-shot them. Irelking does the conservative play, uses the R to secure 1 kill. Nidalee thinks she's off vision, but she's in fact just standing right in the middle of it. That's one thing that, you know, would separate Irelking from a lot of players as well, is that he's happy to just use the ult for 1 kill like that. Holding his E until the Wukong. Look at the patience with the E there. Lands it on the Jinx and takes her out. Now Xerath is next under the gun. Can we catch him in time? No, we can't. Still have the voracious Atacon buff. Only just fell off. And I think the game is going to end here, ladies and gentlemen. As Irelking gonna fountain dive the Xerath. Please Q him. Ah, boring. Trying to keep his perfect KDA, trying to pad his stats, but he's just gonna end the game. Look at him. Holy shit, he wants his LP. This guy's a freak. Holy. Please hit the Nexus, guys. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I take it back. I'm sorry for insinuating you wanted your LP and you're a freak. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That was Irelking on Irelia. 13-minute little video. I could watch another one, actually, because I feel like 20-minute videos of it. You know what? It autoplayed it. We're watching another one. That was not Irelking on Irelia. This time we have an Irelia vs Fiora matchup in the top lane, have Ignite. And the level 1 trade is extremely favorable for us. Fiora, of course, starts Q. Getting straight into it. We keep the Conqueror stacks as well as the passive stacks yet again there. And he can Q back on her here. Keeps his Q stacks up. Gonna hit level 2 on the next minion. Here we go. Q. And he can Q to that backline range minion. Fiora didn't even anticipate it. Doesn't parry our E. So she might have gone E second, Fiora. I'm shocked she lived there. You might have seen Irelking set up the Q lost hit. So that when he walked back for the melee minion, he could auto that, hit level 2, Q on the range minion, then Q on Fiora, and jump scare her. Wow, it did actually go W second the Fiora, just a little bit slow with the fingers. Tries to parry out E that time, but we do miss. Whether or not it was deliberate, a different story. We're going to get the crash off here. It's a classic 2-wave crash. This is all anyone's doing. And, oh, it's a 3-wave crash. Sorry. Whoa, we're going for a dive because we know Fiora parry's still on cooldown. That's a very aggressive play there from Irelking. Not the type of thing I was even expecting. I wasn't ready for that at all, even slightly. Oh my god, this wave set is beautiful. How did this happen? This is gorgeous. Unfortunately, we're just going to let it crash because we're Irelia. Are we going to let it crash? He's not gonna let it crack. Okay, thank you. I was gonna say he's Irelia, so Irelia players don't give a fuck about wave management. But I guess this guy does. He's pretty good at the game. My experience of Irelia players is that when they get a wave set like this, they just shove the shit out of it. They just go, put it in on the tower, go roam, 10 CS per minute. So you actually land the E yet again versus a Fiora who has parry. I think we do win the all-in the wave. Oh, Q doesn't reset on the minion, but Diana is here to finish off the kill. Has parry still, Fiora. Has flash as well, but she's going to opt to not use it. The parry does actually save her life, and Diana flashes to finish the kill. Look at this wave state still. I would throw up if I was Fiora. I don't... Oh, she has Ignite. Oh, no. She has Ignite. Oh, she's so cooked, guys. She's so cooked. She's going to reset. Irelking comes back to the exact same wave state he left on. Fiora probably has 10 CS at this point. So we're just going to Q on top of her. We're still fighting her in the wave. This is exactly where Irelia wants to be because, of course, you get that healing from fighting in minions. You also get that bamboozle factor as we see. The Fiora's just going down. She has no way of outplaying that. It's too fast. It's too furious, you might say. Haha. I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize for that. That wasn't a good one. That was a shocker. Anyway. Oh, man. Irelia just looks so fun, but the amount of mastery you need on this champion to just not kill yourself all the fucking time when you're playing it. You need a lot. You need a lot. Demolish proc, crash that massive wave in. Fiora with the new home guard changes is going to be back really fast. This is something I've noticed. If you solo kill your opponent level 4, they're back in like 20 seconds. It's insane. Ooh, Fiora going to use that ultimate. We can try to kite this out. We're going to play near the wall. We're not going to Q. Fiora knows she can't get this 4th vital proc off, and she's just going to be forced to back off there. Irelking gets her to use out that massive cooldown. We still have the stacks though. And yet again, Fiora disrespecting our ability to just go in here. Can finish off with the E if we so choose. She parries it. Can Q to finish her. Again, we fucked up the Q reset. So we couldn't quite get that kill. Still Fiora forced to take a terrible reset here as we're gonna get the all-in. Even I wasn't expecting that again. Look how quick this guy's fingers are. It's crazy. Looking like a fucking OS player. Ooh, you're not doing this. You were not doing this! What? What? I was just glazing you, bro. As we see, we're just gonna all-in again. You know what? When you get executed, just keep fighting. Keep fighting. Seems to be going pretty well for him. If Fiora did use the passive, we can just flash finish, but she's just gonna have to reset yet again. Reset or face the wrath of the Irelia dive when she crashed. Here we go. Oh well. Now, do we try to kill her between towers? I feel like Irelia is really good at that. We don't have Bork though. Bork will be up in about 1700 gold. Not too much. Yeah, we're gonna pull the wave. We're gonna try and kill her between towers. This is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. This is actual abuse, dude. This Irelia needs a helpline. I mean, Fiora needs a helpline. Oh no! Just get back to your tower, man! Run, 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 run! She actually used the R for the move speed she gets, and she's able to run back to tower. But how long is she gonna be able to stay? Is the real question. As Diana's gonna come, and this is absolute lights out for this poor Fiora. She's getting absolutely farmed. Viego's here. I don't think Viego wants his heat though. Excuse me. Wah. Queuing the minions. I did just wake up. We're back on top of it. Which she's dead. She's dead. She's just dead, right? We can just queue and... Oh my god, she's just dead. We can queue it. Oh no. There's no words. There's no words. There's no word. You should just be playing a funeral march for this Irelia. Sorry, for the Fiora, man. By the way, this is an extremely skill-expressive matchup. This matchup's ridiculously hard for both teams. Like, for both Irelia and Fiora, there's so much you can do. Particularly because Fiora... Like, one thing that Fiora probably should have done is zone the Irelia off the minions before she was able to... Like, at level 1. My god. Zone them off before she was able to stack up a passive on it. But it didn't happen. And then past that, if you don't get a good trade level 1 versus Irelia, she does get the priority over the wave. And when the game's really high elo like this, we see Irelking just with a massive engage, forced to use that Grandulous challenge again for the move speed, which is not how you want to be using it. She's level 7. This game is an instant FF. Absolute instant. The second that I can press that FF button, I swear to god I'm breaking my mouse pressing that shit. Now we're taking the blue buff as well. This is, again, another telltale sign of a good player. Is that once they get a lead in their own lane, they're expanding it into other places. Whether that be through taking tower plates in mid. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Irelking shove this wave in, roam mid, and take tower plates. Something you can do. Fiora? That's very disrespectful, man. That's very, very disrespectful. Bang! Goodbye to all of your HP. Enjoy the fountain. And you're gonna get dove. You're gonna get dove, you're dead. You are goodbye. The parry's not going to save you there. Nothing's going to save you. And now the 2-2 tower is going to go down because you got a little bit too greedy. You walked up 2 pixels further than you should have. And are punished by Blade of the Ruin King more than anything else, honestly. 675 gold in that pocket. 13 minutes in and the 2-2 tower falls. This is something people underestimate about Irelia all the time. is that how quickly she's able to take out towers. As we're just gonna all in this Viego here as we get the double kill. What? We queued him 3 times and he just goes down on a tower. 100 to 0. Under tower fully. I think the combo was RQ, EQ, auto, WQ. That was the combo that we just looked at. And it was pretty effective. Did one-tap him. I was going to say, what people underestimate all the time on Irelia is just how quickly she's able to take out towers. See a lot of Irelias build Hullbreaker. And when they have Bork Hullbreaker, if they're left alone on a side lane for 2 seconds, tower goes down. Now, one of the other things I want to talk about, by the way, is that Irelia was changed recently. A little change is that now when she auto-attacks a tower, it keeps her passive stacks. Which is not something that it used to do. So we're just going to all in the Fiora. Yet again, she might go down. We can just Q on her. I'm just going to make sure we get the wave first. Because honestly, probably worth more gold at this point. As the Grand Duelist challenge is just going to be used to absolutely no avail. Flashed away. Take it back. Spoke too soon. -1 cannon minion though. I think Irelking has groupies. What's this? A woman in an Irelia player's house? No way. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. He plays League of Legends full time. Maybe it's his sister or his mum. We'll judge. I don't know if anyone speaks Chinese. I do not. So we can judge later on whether or not this is related to him. I'm going to take the Scuttle Crab Heroes. We're just farming 10 CS a minute. 6 kills yet again. This guy, extremely high tempo gameplay. The dragon goes down 6 to 15. 30 seconds until FF. If it's me playing. And I think Chinese Super Server is notorious for FFing ridiculously quickly as well. As the E comes out here, Viego unable to dodge it. We look like we're going for the wave, but actually we just want to kill him. Oh no, he doesn't even get the tower. 7-1, 15 minutes in. Irelking just going to queue down the wave, shove in mid there, pings assistance top. He's like, no, I'm not going to match that. My job is to end the game mid. 15 minutes, 30 seconds. The FF actually hasn't come through, so maybe I'm going to sip my coffee. This could go for a bit longer. Oh, it's cold. Ew. That's gross. That's pretty gross, guys. Nobody likes a cold coffee. Alright. Well, iced coffee is different. I like iced coffee. But cold coffee, not a big fan. Not a big fan. Drake is spawning in 212 seconds. Lux, man. Lux, you are very disrespectful. Did your mother not teach you respect when you were younger? Like, you deserve that, honestly. That was like getting a smack from your parents when you're younger. That's what that was. Lux was like trying to put a fucking fork in the electrical socket. And Irelia, who's the proverbial dad in this situation, just fucking grabbed the wrist and smacked her. Bang! You know what I mean? Which is fair. Lux deserved that. I wonder if that was the support. Honestly, that was giving major I'm a support player vibes. I swear to God, support players, every time I see them, they're doing that shit. That is fucking feeding. It's crazy. This could be my warped top laner perspective, where I like squash them like bugs every time I look at them. When the game gets boring, we start yapping. This is a well-known fact at Tweet TV. Oh no, Irelia. Oh no. Let her live, man. Let her live, man. Oh, let her breathe. Oh, she's just just auto attack. These Irelia combos looking a little bit like Garen combos at this point. It's fucking right click. Ugh, Demacia! Right click, right click, right click. Insane outplay. Oh, Lux, you want more? 2,000 gold in the bank, by the way. 17 minutes in, and the FF comes through. GG! Thank you very much for watching. That is going to be the end of this video. I'm not watching another video. No, I'm not watching. I'm not watching. I'm not watching. Bye! Bye, bye, bye.